say, it's polite to answer the door when someone's knocking. Now this takes us to our story. Down by LaVille, New Orleans, we find a little old house, and an old man, all alone, with his young little daughter, Teresa. Teresa is all alone. Her mother has passed away, and she's stuck in this house with her miserly, old, greedy father. And he worked her like a mule. He dressed her in rags. She had nothing. All he ever cared about were his few gold coins. He would sit in a room every night, lock himself in, get a flashing candlelight, and would just sit there and count his coins. 1, 2, 3. Every once in a while, Teresa would come knocking at the door. Papa, si es moi. Please let me in, Papa. I want to talk to you. I'm so lonely. And you would just say, go away. You just want to get your hands on my money. Leave me alone. So this carried on for a while. But one night, while the man was counting his coins one by one, there was another knock at the door. Papa, I'm sick. Please let me in. Call the doctor. You're not sick. You want to get your hands on my gold coins, and you ought to be over my dead body. So a few hours went by. And then again. Papa, please, the pain is getting worse. I can't handle it anymore. Leave me alone, crazy old hag. Another few hours went by. But there was no more knocking at the door. Curious as to the sudden bout of silence, the father went up to his door, opened it, and found Teresa lying there, dead. So he put her in a coffin, threw her out by the cypress tree. The neighbors were astonished, baffled. You can't give someone such a crappy burial. Trouble could fall. So this life carried on for the old man. Every night he'd still be in his room counting his coins. But a few months later, on a stormy night, he was in his room counting his coins again, one by one. But then out of nowhere, the old man was curious. What is it? Who's there? But when he went to the door, no one was there. Just the old storm messing with your nerves, old man. Relax. So he went back to counting his coins again, happily. 1, 2, 3. He loved how they felt in his hands, how they clinked and clanked against each other, and how they kind of had a nice heavy weight to them. But then again, this time louder, quicker. Who's there? Charge! But no one was there. Just when the old man was trying to reassure himself that everything was okay, he heard a low moan in the background. Ooh. 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 He wasn't sure what it was. Then he could make out a soft voice in the background. Papa, that's moi. Let me in. Papa, let me in. When the old man was just about to lose it, the storm came over his house. An acrimonious scream pierced the night. Nothing. A few weeks later, neighbors checked in on the old man. They peered in the windows, they knocked on the door, but no one answered. Curious as to what had happened, they went inside, found the old man lying there, sitting. The dam's empty. But lying next to his feet was Teresa, with a small smirk on her face and the gold coins in her hands, right from his dead body, just as he said. So using those coins, the neighbors gave her a burial place, with all the proper proceedings and whatnot. And the old man had to be thrown in that old little coffin down by the cypress tree. Whenever a storm came by in the town and they heard knocking, they always knew it was the old man waiting to tell them and reminding them, you should always answer your door.